Welcome to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. This week's episode is sponsored by a prominent, high-rated player in the Hudson Valley with over 15 career wins who shares a last name with the region itself. Does anyone know who that might be?
I'm going to go with clearly it's Dave Hudson.
Okay.
Is it Terry?
Or Troy Vasari.
Really old school player, Tim Catskill. Hasn't played in a long time. I don't know if any of you guys met him.
No, it's of course Terry Hudson. Terry Hudson.
They'd give him a good ribbing about how forgettable he is. It was funny.
So this week we got Alex, Corey, Jaimen, and Randy here to take a look at the last week in local disc golf. Before we look back, let's look ahead at some of our upcoming events. Kevin Kroenke posted about Kris Kringle Circuit Tour 4. Does anybody know anything about that?
I believe it's at SBW, and I think it's this Saturday, but that's all I got.
That's exactly the same information I have. So, good. So Kris Kringle Circuit Tour 4. Is it a dubs thing, I think, maybe?
Yeah, 9-ish for coffee, 10 o'clock tea, random doubles, playing even blues, odds white. There's rules like CTPs and Can Jam rules and some Elves Bank and Worst Shot and a bunch of other stuff. Coffee will be available, probably some goodies. Feel free to bring something to share. And they'll do a holiday disc swap. Also a beer swap and beer cheer per post round.
Nice. And Brandon Klein, he's doing the monthly at SPW as well. Is that this Sunday?
Yeah, I think it's
At
the
10?
day after the Kris Kringle thing, which, yeah, those events both got announced, or as far as I saw, were announced within like hours of each other. So I might have gone with a little bit more variety in locations if we knew things were going on that weekend. Although maybe people just enjoy, get the warm-up round in doubles on Saturday and then get the singles round in Sunday.
Just a big weekend at SPW. I mean, It's near the end of the month,
If you're running the monthly, you can run it wherever you want. I'm not going to stop you.
Exactly. What else we got? First Tracks, of course, that's the January monthly, right? Essentially.
Yep.
And Tag Release, Thursday, January 1st. Kisco Classic is January 3rd. Registration is open. Still got some spots available. Jaimen, you're definitely going, or?
Yep, I'm definitely in.
Corey, any decisions yet?
I was hoping this is where Jaimen was going to ask me if I wanted to split like a hotel room or something down there so we didn't drive so early. But
Corey, want to split a hotel room down there so we don't have to drive so early?
I don't know. I feel like that's going to be the only way I do it. Or if I can, when does registration close, actually? That's a good question.
January 2nd.
Oh, that's plenty of time to see what the temperature's going to be that day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got spots. It looks like it's a little more than half full.
Yeah, that's going to be what my thing is. I got to figure out what the weather's going to be like that day.
Like, I'm sure if we get close, if it's like filling up, I'll probably like panic sign up and then just play anyways. But I would kind of want to make sure it's not going to be 10 degrees and 30-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah. If you want, we can get one of the hotels in Coxsackie, so we're like 10 minutes closer.
Oh, yeah, it'd be sick.
Right next to the highway.
Yeah.
Used to be the Motor Inn.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. There's a scary one and there's a not scary one.
Well, I think they tore it down and put a new place there. It's just every time I used to go to JPark, you'd get off the exit and you'd see the Motor Inn.
There you go.
But yeah, it looks like Kyle and Justin are in. Ryan Nelson, Nick Warren, Kate Clay. We mentioned it last time. That was my question. Like, what hotels are nearby?
Oh, there's a lot that bring you closer. Even in,
I guess,
like
Fishkill.
Newburgh is a lot closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess even if it shaved an hour off, that'd be good enough.
Yeah, there's Newburgh, that Fishkill exit has a bunch of stuff there, extended stay and all those kind of things.
Yeah, that's a good point.
My brother used to live in Wappingers Falls. That would have been kind of nice.
Disc golf scene could really use some help on their search function.
Yeah, you got to be exact.
Yeah, if I type in Kisco spelled correctly, Classic spelled correctly, I would kind of expect the Kisco Classic spelled with a K to come up, but I mean, I don't know anything about search engine optimization.
So if you spell everything wrong, you want it to work?
I spelled the words correctly, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. Before we get to New York Team Challenge, there are a few leagues and events to talk about. Randy, what do you remember about 9-Pin Cider Putting League for last week?
Every time you ask me, it feels like it was a month ago, even though it was a week. But I don't know. I think we had slightly lower numbers than normal, but still a good turnout. I think the ace got hit. That was a 1 or 2 week buildup. So some people took home some money. Other than that, once again, I think I set up what I thought was an easy night. And it was for some people, but not for me.
Well, as far as aces, it looks like Dennis Daly and, according to Mark, Adam Neslin.
Yes, my friend Adam Neslin.
I assume that's Adam Nelson.
Yeah.
Okay. Pete Fitzsisti, won the free flight. He got 21 points in the free league. Tie for 5th place, Ryan Martin, Chris Meyer, and Devin Lamke. They all took home $10. Tie for 3rd place, Jason Gorsage and Josh Lee brought home 20. Kevin Newen with 21 points came in 2nd place, $25. And Joe Karen is your winner with 23 points, took home $30. And it looks like he has the best 5 weeks so far with 106. Is it true that this coming week or the week that you just did is the last week?
Yeah, so our season ends tonight, depending on when you're listening to this on Monday. And yeah, we'll start up January 5th with another season of 7 weeks, the top 5 stick. So yeah, if you maybe you didn't do so hot earlier this year, you'll maybe have another chance in the new year.
Clean slate, start from scratch. Brandon Klein, play some paid league.
He should.
We've won.
I think he's basically won all of them. I don't know with all of them, but basically.
Pete Fitzsisti won this week, but...
Oh, good job, Pete.
Well, last week, I guess. But yeah, every other week it seems like Brandon's winning it. So, Pony Up, how much is it? Like $5?
$5 whole, yeah.
$5? Oh, come on now.
Why doesn't he play the other one?
He said it's because it would shake him to his core and he couldn't compete if he was paying to compete. Something like that.
Sounds like an AM to me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, at least he doesn't play in any competitive leagues or anything. That would just totally make that sound crazy. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Then on Tuesday, Northway Brewing Putting League had week 2. Looks like Jaimen came in 3rd place, 17 points in the MPO division.
Yeah, the first week was not my best, but starting to kind of get back into the swing of things. It's not super normal putts, so it takes a little bit to kind of get back used to it.
I was going to ask if you were there the first week, because I get my updates from correspondent Joe Karen, and I didn't see I didn't go digging for it, but it didn't pop out your names. Typically, you miss a week, so I thought maybe you missed the first week.
I have missed the first week in the past, but I was able to go the first week. I just didn't do super hot. I think I got a 10.
Okay.
Which is out of the cash, but enough.
Yeah.
I've played that league a few times. I know where I stand in it.
It looks like Tyler Calzada and Joe Karen tied for first place with 21 points. Do they have any kind of tiebreaker or no?
No, not that I know of anymore.
Gotcha. FPO had a 3-way tie for second place. Carly Calzada, Kathleen Bemis, and Ashley Polsoni, they all had 10 points. And Caitlin Clay won the FPO division. Granger came in first place in the junior division and 6th place in the MPO division. So nice shooting from Granger. I think it's also on Tuesday nights, the Melvin Throws Disc Golf Putting League week 4 at the American Legion Melvin Roads Post 1231. A double elimination blind draw. So it's random dubs, basically, right? Is what that means?
Yep.
All right. Nick Warren and Dylan B came in 3rd place. Robbie H and Ghost in 2nd. And Stephen M and Joe J won it. I think that's Joe Driscolka. I'm not 100% sure, though.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Deadbeat Doubles on Wednesday. Robert Bennett and John O'Brien won that. On Thursday, Disc Beat Club. Kevin Kroenke came in 3rd place. Jim Burns in 2nd. And Chris Evans was your winner. Long Island Disc Golf had a putting league at Take Two Brewery. 2nd place was David Rodriguez and James Green, and Kevin Hutchins and Brian Wisher were your winners. FDR Double Basket Doubles, the mixed division. Sherry Purdy and Matt Strickrod won. Their team name was Big Disc Energy. The Century division, Garrett Freeman and Pat Freeman, Team Freeman. The C Pool was Dominic Favorito and Sean Calnan. That's Griffin's Silky Ponytail. The B Pool was won by Noah Polsky and Wes Halter, Avoiding Yard Work. And the A Pool, Nathan Munster and Liam Gislason, Big City Birdie. On Sunday with the snow, a few leagues were canceled. I don't think FDR, they didn't do their PDGA league. Warwick was supposed to have a monthly. I think a few people showed up, but I didn't see any results for that. Did anybody else here play on Sunday?
Nope.
No?
Yeah, nothing Sunday.
I literally was walking to the car when I realized I'm not going over to Warwick. I drove the night before, and when I got done, I was like, well, my car's already cleaned off. Looks like most of the snow's done. So, I'll set my alarm. Got up, got ready, walked out the door, and there was like another 2-3 inches on the ground. I was like, nope, I'm good. Because then I heard Warwick had an inch on top of that. So we had New York Team Challenge this weekend, 4 matches. Our first matchup, we got the Tower of Power at the JPark Wrenches, also known as the Patreon Bowl. They've got like the most from both teams combined. Jaimen, Randy, Corey, Jason, Tim, Alex, Evan, Caitlin, and Brandon all picked the Wrenches. Eric picked the Tower of Power. Corey, what do you know about matchups? Or do you know anything about going into the match?
I think I got two different answers for that. I mean, going into the match, I was late. Living the closest, I think I was almost there last. But I know it was a pretty chilly day. We had some snow at JPark, so had the fire going. But I believe, as far as the matchups went, they put a little extra spice on it and actually brought some SPW charm to the matchups and used the Wheel of Names, I believe, for the wrenches responding and putting out. Not all the matches were, but I think I heard about 80% of the matches were randomized.
So now I think Evan mentioned that last week. I thought that was a joke. Does anybody know what this is? It's just literally a wheel of names?
I think Brian had an app that you could put text on a wheel and he put names in, and when it was time to put a name out, he spun the wheel.
Okay.
That's basically what it came down to.
All right. And who did you play? Let's see. Is that Peter Fitzsisti?
That is, yep.
How'd that go?
So I wasn't sure if I was going to be there at all that day. I thought I might have to go out to Utica for a family thing.
By Utica for a family thing, does that mean December double basket doubles at FDR?
Yeah, no, I wish. That would have been sick. But yeah, so I wasn't sure I was going to play until kind of like in the middle of the week anyways. So I think for that, Brian was already trying to find like a reserve to put in for me. And then I did commit to playing on Saturday. And then actually Monday, after we were recording last, I was doing my nightly ritual of getting the wood stove set up. And I had a little incident where I basically burned my thumb really bad on my throwing hand, trying to extract the log that needed to get out of the wood stove because it was too big. So I burned a shit out of my throwing hand, like right under your knuckle on your thumb, like where you grip things. So that also added into now I'm not sure if I could play at all again. So anyways, I guess that's kind of a long story short. I played singles only, and then Brendan Sisk was going to fill in me for the afternoon. But I did play with Peter Fitzsisti and played in the car with Josh Lee and Dennis Daly. So I don't know if I've ever played with Pete before. I kind of felt like I had maybe played doubles with him before, but I might have been just confusing him spotting at Minekill and just like hanging out for a bit while I was playing. But we played South round one for singles, which is a little bit different than we're used to in either New England or New York Challenge. I was going to play East in the second round. So playing mostly on that park side, I was able to kind of get a couple hole lead on Pete in the front nine and then kind of just added a few more in the back nine. But he did throw one of the best shots I've ever seen on hole 4, which is one of the new holes across the street, basically a forehand hole with a stream behind it. And he parked it like it was actually underneath the basket. I feel like the line is kind of easy to hit with a forehand because it kind of just hyzers out, but usually people end up like circle's edge, best case. But he absolutely put it underneath the basket.
If it's the hole I'm thinking, it seems pretty simple, but you could overshoot it and go OB, or you can undershoot it and get into like there's some stuff there.
Yeah, it moves right enough that just throwing a dumpy hyzer forehand really doesn't buy you much. And then you have a death putt because the stream is, 6 feet behind the basket. But no, we had a great time playing. Our match was done a little early. I won 5-4, but Josh Lee and Dennis Daly, they basically played the entire round and they were going back and forth pretty good. And I think Josh got a couple late points to kind of give him a little bit of comfort going to the last few holes. But Dennis came back on one of those holes and it basically went the distance, and Josh won the last hole on him to win 2 up. So that was a good battle.
Let's see here. Looks like Justin won his match and Brian Bickersmith won.
Melissa on our team, Melissa Calabria, Adam Nelson partner. I believe this might have been like some of the best golf she's played. She was able to secure a win. And I guess the only other notable is Matt Cully actually lost a singles match to Jay Malloy. But I think actually Matt might be going through some shoulder or arm issues. But no, it was obviously a lot of wins for the JPark team. But I think the SPW team definitely played pretty good given some of these matchups.
Yeah, it looks like a 15.5 to 2.5 after singles. Did you stick around for lunch?
I stuck around for lunch because Brian asked me what I was bringing to the spread. So I brought beer and wood and chili. And there's buffalo chicken wing dip there. Always got to shout that one out. That one always hits. But yeah, I stuck around for lunch. I actually drove my truck down there so I could use it to shuttle people over to the east side in the morning. So I instead kind of stuck around for lunch and then shuttled some people out to east for round 2 and then turned around and went home.
Did they use the wheel for round 2 as well or no?
I don't think so. I think that was just a round 1 thing. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was just a round 1 thing.
All right. Round 2 looks kind of similar to round 1. Looks like Brian played with Kate, they won. This was your home match. Who does your board, Brian?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Okay.
Definitely his board. I don't know if he was the one doing the writing.
So it was 22 in round 1. It's 33 in round 2.
Yeah, we had a couple of playoffs. They were both 2-hole playoffs. I know Cully and Brendan Sisk played Dan Perry and Benji Farrell. And Dan and Benji, they spent a lot of time at JPark. And I know that because I don't know how many discs I've given back to them from the lost and found. I wouldn't really see too much of like a home field advantage between those two teams, although Matt and Brendan probably played it much more. But they went to a 2-hole playoff. From what I know about that one is that I think Brendan hit a big 70 to 80 foot throw in on hole 31. And then Matt Cully soloed the playoff for the W in one of the east side holes, 22, I think, which would be Rockin' Bull, the one after Whale Tail.
Nice. No Eric tonight. I'm looking. I mean, he did okay in round 1. He only lost 2 up. Doubles, not so much. Looks like he was a part of a mixed pairing against Adam Nelson and Melissa, who you mentioned about in round 1. He played with, is that Alyssa?
Yeah, Alyssa. I forget her last name, but yeah, Alyssa C.
All right. So it looks like the Wrenches won dubs 14-4 for a total of 29.5 to 6.5. So wasn't really that close.
No.
But,
It was fun day, though.
Yeah. Not much else to say on that one.
Sunday, I drove to Utica for a day trip and came back. And I drove the whole way home in the dark. And for some reason, that day just like blew my memory out about anything that happened before that. I was exhausted.
All right. Do you know who you guys have next?
Yeah, Revolution's coming to town.
So everybody but Eric correctly picked the Wrenches on that one. Our next matchup, we got the Chatham Hill Country Club at Saratoga Revolution. Jaimen, Randy, Corey, Jason, Tim, Evan, Caitlin, Brandon, and Eric picked Saratoga. Alex picked Chatham Hill Country Club. How often do you get to play Saratoga, Alex?
More often than some of the courses, but primarily at Team Challenge. I feel like I've played this back course more times than something like CPS, or at least I would have if I hadn't played it so often for the Summer Battle Royale. But I think part of that is just my brain being like, because you're playing A and B for all the holes just all feel more similar. So yeah, not often, but enough that I feel like I know the course pretty well.
So you guys were 1-1, and so is the Revolution going into this match.
We were 1-1. I did not check the Revolution's record, but that tracks.
Yeah. So how'd it go?
On paper, just looking at ratings, Saratoga has the advantage there for sure. It's also one of those courses where if you play it very frequently, you tend to do very well. It's very much a birdie or die course. There's a lot of opportunities to score, but I think it also really rewards people who play it often and know what their shots are going to be on any given hole. Saratoga defends well. That's sort of always been the thought when it comes to Team Challenge. So we were pretty dang sure it was going to be a challenge one way or another.
In New York.
Did you play Logan Akins?
I did play against Logan Akins. Yeah, super nice guy. He struggled a bit to start off. I think the first hole he had like a missed 15, 20 footer, one that I would definitely expect him to make. And he never quite recovered from that, at least not in round 1. So I was playing pretty well. And then Kevin, I had always pronounced Kevin's last name Win, but Evan keeps saying it Nguyen. And somehow I feel like Evan's probably more correct on that one.
Yeah, I asked him at Evan's 100th, and that's how he pronounced it.
All right, well, there you go. Kevin, if you've been listening to this, I'm sorry. Yeah, I played with Kevin, super nice guy, love playing with him, but he struggled quite a bit. He had not been playing as frequently as some of us. I don't think he had even been playing for the Lemonheads and stuff like that, or at least not like last week. So he definitely struggled, but that's how it goes. Ended up splitting the card. I beat Logan, and Kevin lost to Matt Cubitt, I believe is the name, but lots of fun. Cold morning. So going into it, we had kind of asked the Saratoga team what the conditions were like, because it's like an hour away from most of us. We're not going to be able to get up there. And they said, it's like 1 to 2 inches, nothing crazy. They had gone out there and shoveled. One of their guys had gone and took a snowblower and just ran down the fairway, just like one strip for any given hole, but still enough to give you a path. And of course, when we get there, it's like 4 to 6 inches of snow and significantly deep. So a majority of our team didn't have ribbons on their discs. And there was quite a bit of time lost to searching for discs, unfortunately. Obviously, it wasn't done maliciously or anything like that, but they just kind of misjudged it and resulted in a little bit of awkwardness there.
Looks like Mindy won her match.
No, she lost in singles.
What are the dots? I assume that meant they won.
No, that'd be great if that was that. No, the dots are who was thrown first.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, not for her in this regard, but
yeah, unfortunately there. But
because I was going to say Kenji won too, but he did not. I guess you go with the circles. All right.
Yeah. We're getting there. Eventually, we'll all come up with one, unified way to mark these things down, and then we don't have to be quite as confused every time.
I've seen that in the past, some type of mark to indicate who threw and that kind of thing. I like the little extra stuff, like how Bickersmith has they look like push pins to denote who won.
Yeah. I saw Mark won his one up. That's always great to win close ones. Both of the other ladies were able to win their matches, which gave us some indication on how we wanted to play doubles. We were unfortunately short a guy. Joe the Viking got sick on Friday and was not able to make it, which is unfortunate.
No penalty or anything like that, though?
Took a half-point penalty.
Oh.
But because of the way things ended up lining up, it wasn't super relevant.
Usually that's denoted somewhere. I didn't see that.
I think by the time we hit lunch, it had started to snow. So people were just kind of, let's not stress too much about writing things down perfectly. We've got an idea of what's happening. Just, stay warm.
Got you. That would have been a half a penalty point?
Correct. Yep.
So it says 10-7. So it technically would have been 10.5-7.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. What about their spread? Do they have any kind of place to hang out?
They have a pavilion. It's a named pavilion. I'm blanking on the name of it, over by hole 5. It's a nice little place that they can kind of gather things around. It is a little bit open to the elements, unfortunately. There's places to hide, and they've got a fire pit over there too that they had running, which is always great. They were grilling as well for lunch. I can't ever complain about freshly grilled food.
Absolutely, especially this time of year.
No.
Did you have anything in particular?
I had a burger, some pulled pork, and some chicken fajitas. All very good. Tyler Calzada, who often brings Oreo cookie ball things. I don't know exactly how to describe them, but he brings those to the Stony Killer match most of the time, and he also brought them here, which is always great to have. But yeah, my favorite thing is always fresh grilled food on a day like that is just great.
Nice. Yeah, the more I look at it, there's some on here that don't even have result.
Yeah.
Tucker Kozlowski won, I don't know by how much.
Yeah, by a good chunk, but yeah, going into doubles, so it was 10.5-7. And we knew because we were short a person, we wanted to go triples. Like I said, looking at the ladies' results, we thought we could go triple ladies and have a pretty strong showing there. So we ended up going with that. There were going to be 8 matches. We needed to win 5 out of 8, which it's always a struggle.
Especially on the road.
Yeah. But, it's one of those courses where, there are birdies everywhere. You don't need to be able to throw, 350 feet to get a birdie on most holes. Some of our players that you might not think of as the strongest arms might still have a very good chance of scoring very well. We realized just after we had finished up matchups that someone had set up a UDisc event for us. I think someone set them all up at the beginning because definitely neither of us had set up the UDisc event. That's always a great thing to have when you're looking at results and not having to sit and just think about how each match is going. You can actually kind of follow along.
Absolutely.
I played with Sam, as always. Went up against one of their top teams, Tucker and Parker Cerrone, but we knew that they knew that we were going to be a good team. So we expected something strong coming out there. Going down the list, we would have beaten any other team out there, but that's why it's team against team and not, whole squad against whole squad.
So how'd your round go?
Pretty well. We missed an early hole on 1B because we started off on hole 9. So the first time we played one was the par 4 version. Didn't quite get that one. Almost lost a couple of discs. I did lose a disc on 9. Yeah, really just kind of bled a couple of strokes. Feeling pretty good about shooting 11 down, but when your opponents are shooting 14 down, it's not quite enough.
Yeah, it looks like they had the hot round.
Yeah, definitely not surprised. Tucker's a great player. Parker's a great player. About halfway through, I started checking the scores, and I'm like, we might actually have a chance here because, at 9, we were only down a stroke. The ladies were winning. There were a couple other teams that were winning. Everybody else was either tied or down by 1. That's sort of how things held forever. And then we started bleeding a couple strokes overall. And it ended up, a lot of these look like, 2 and 3 stroke differences, but almost all of them were 1 or 2 strokes going into the last hole.
And you get desperate and you start trying stuff, you can cause new strokes sometime.
Exactly. Same stuff I'm always talking about with these things. Joe, Jaskolka, and Robbie shot another really hot round. They shot, I want to say 13 down. It's one of those matchups where, if I had gotten everything absolutely perfect when it comes to, when to throw people and who to respond to, then maybe we could have gotten there. But there's another team trying to prevent me from doing that. So
the ladies did win, so they got those points. And it looks like Kenji and Steven went into a playoff against Dave and Dylan.
Yep, that's Steve Mallon. That's a late pickup for us, which is, I think, a good benefit for our team. We've been saying his name enough at a putting league and weekly dubs. Seems like a good pickup to me.
Levi and some guy who can't spell Jaimen won their match. Well, Jaimen, you say that guy spells it correctly, right?
Yes.
So it looks like they got you 12.5. Does that include the penalty half a point?
I'm fairly confident they should have 23 points. I think it should be 23 to 12.
Overall, 12.5 to 5 in dub.
Like I said, it wasn't going to matter. And even like going down the list, if we had won our 5 matches that we needed, the triples and 4 others, then the penalty point wouldn't have come into play anyway. So
got you. Who you guys got next? Do you know?
Yeah, we are at the Widowmakers in January. It's a great time playing at Wilcox, but I would say we have a lower chance of winning that match than the Revolution match.
Oh, really? Because of the team or the location?
A little bit of both. Wilcox has a lot more variety when it comes to, what holes you can play between the hatchet and the blues and the reds and everything there. And then also, just looking at ratings, Widowmakers are a very strong team.
I get you.
And not that Revolution aren't on paper. They're one of the stronger ones.
Not for nothing. Saratoga beat Wilcox.
Also true.
20.5 to 11.5.
Saratoga had some extra players, and they were out there spotting on a bunch of the holes that people might lose discs on. And I just wanted to commend them for that, because that definitely saved a lot of time.
Absolutely.
And then the other thing was, about halfway through my doubles round, random Peter Hodge showed up.
The dubs cheat code?
Yeah, who doesn't play for Saratoga. In fact, plays for the Goats. So I was a little bit confused as to why he was there and not, playing with the Goats. I figured I'd bring that up because I think it's going to be relevant when we talk about the Goats match.
All right. Well, that was actually the next match we were going to talk about. As far as picks, everybody but Alex got the point on this one. So far, these guys that are on these teams that won't pick against them are losing points.
Gotta have confidence in myself one way or another.
So our next matchup, we got the Goats at the Widowmakers. Jaimen, Randy, Jason, Tim, Alex, Evan, Eric, Brandon, and Corey picked the Goats.
Last week on the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast.
Goats, but please, Wilcox, please. Please. Be the ones.
Caitlin Clay picked the Widowmakers.
When did Kate make her pick? Because that's important.
Thursday around 7.
Yeah, bullshit.
Well, now, mind you, I sent her Thursday around 6:30.
Yeah. Oh, I would just say that one does not count. As the commissioner, she knows all things that are happening at all times.
I take the responsibility on that, because normally I would have done it like on Tuesday or when I got to that point, but I kind of slacked off for a couple days, actually.
Yeah. Level playing field and all.
So what happened?
So in the days leading up to the match, it became pretty evident that we just didn't have all the players that we needed. With New York Team Challenge, there's not roster moves, there's reserve spots, and I'm finding out all of this as it goes along. I really pride myself in not knowing the rules to New York Team Challenge.
And you're not a captain, so you don't necessarily need to know them other than the playing part.
No, so yeah, people have baby showers. We've got 3 people on our team who are injured right now, which is why Peter was in Saratoga. Tim Giardini is out with an injury. And then, we just had a bunch of people who couldn't make the match for whatever other reasons.
Was he getting treatment at the spa?
Hey.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, so we're coming in pretty short-handed. That's where those penalty points come from. Besides that, everything else went pretty good. It was a good day of golf, but that's obviously been the headline the entire time.
You played Alden Slack. How'd that go?
It went well. We were both playing fairly well. Nothing crazy. He'd birdie a hole here and there. I'd birdie a hole. But I think towards the end, I kind of just took a couple points with a missed putt from him and then parking my drive on hole 18 to finish off the round. Great match. Love playing with Alden. Super nice guy. Steve and Todd were going at it the entire time as well, which was fun to watch. They were both kind of having their issues here and there. Steve was a lot of the times throwing a lot stronger drives, but when he would throw his shot to the basket, he'd land 15, 20 feet away. And if you do that enough times, you're going to miss some of those putts. So he was never really able to pull ahead too much. from putting here and there, but we didn't use the lost disc penalty. We just played it where we thought it was, which came in handy. On hole 7, Steve lost a disc. It's a blind green, and it's just gone. We looked everywhere for that thing, but luckily, because there was no lost disc penalty, nobody got penalized for it, and he was able to keep fighting into a push. So that was nice.
Heck yeah. You won your match 2-1.
Yep.
Looks like Anthony Bahansky got a win. I see Kyle won. There was a threesome out there.
Yep.
Jaimen, there's a lot of math on this whiteboard. Is there any way to explain that?
I'm looking at the board now. At the bottom, it says plus 2.5 for penalty. That's for the first round. And then 5.5 plus 2.5, which is where their 8 points comes from. Does that make sense?
Okay, and you guys have 7.5.
Yes.
Okay. No, that does actually, because honestly, until I saw a meme from Jason, I was not 100% sure who won, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
So straight up, you guys had him by 2 points, 7.5 to 5.5. But as a result of penalty points, you're down 0.5 point going into round 2. What's their spread like? What's their hangout place? Is there one at Wilcox?
Yeah, they've got the pavilion kind of over by hole 7 and 8. There's like a bathroom and everything there. It's nice, really big pavilion. Their spread's always super solid. Kristen brought the Chipotle and gnocchi again, which I'm always a big fan of. They had a lot of vegetarian stuff. They bring these giant Italian subs. One was eggplant, roasted red pepper, and mozzarella, and the other one was like Italian cold cuts. They always have a really, really solid spread. They had breakfast burritos and stuff, which I was unfortunately didn't see until lunch, but everything was great.
Heck yeah. So you had 2.5 penalty points in round 1, so that means it's going to be the same in round 2, unless you lose somebody else or if they lose somebody. So
yep, 5 points across the day.
You're going into round 2 minus 3 points.
Yep, exactly.
Another triples, right?
Yeah. I guess that's another spot where in New England Team Challenge, and I honestly, now that I was at this match, I'm not 100% sure what the rule is on that anymore. I have to check, but it's always been the away team makes the decision at the end of the day on what happens for doubles, whether it's triples, singles, or that kind of thing. And since they have the power of the matchup, they get to decide by, I'm going to throw out first and I'm throwing out a single kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
They get final say because they get to decide who goes first. But they agreed to do triples, and they threw out Alden, Scott, and Christina.
What would you have done? I know you're not the captain, don't get me wrong, but does it matter for you, or is it case by case as far as singles or triples?
For pace of play, it's just like I'm always a fan of doing singles. The argument was, well, a singles and a doubles takes as long as, triples or longer. It's like, yeah, if the singles plays on a double card, but, you got to remember this is a group full of people who are good people and who know each other. It's not like there's going to be a bunch of bullshit.
And like we talked about last week, if there's a conflict with the singles, you're still going to have a tie. Theoretically, they're going to lean on their team. It's the same as if you're playing singles and halfway through the round, I win my match and I leave early. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
To your point, I'm just saying, like with Team Challenge, I'm finding, why not just send out 2 people?
Yeah. I always joke about it and I never do it, but it's like, guys, we're playing against the people on our card. We can do whatever the hell we want.
Yeah.
Like if the card decides that, fuck the South layout, I don't want to play doubles here. I'm going to go play East again or West or whatever. It's like at the end of the day, as long as you're all playing the same thing and everybody's cool with it, we're all adults, it's fine. Now, that being said, I would never do that, but
yeah.
theoretically isn't actually a problem with it.
I'm wondering, match play, I would be a lot more loose on that. If you're playing singles, it's still stroke play, right? When everybody else is playing doubles?
Yep.
Okay, so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm easy anyway, but as long as everybody agrees to everything, I hear what you're saying. So you played with Azariah. How'd that go?
That went good, looking at these 2 doubles pairings, me and Azariah against John Tamburino and Pat Shanley. We played Hatchet 9 Reds and the back 9 Reds. The back 9 Reds, Az and I were kind of running away with it, and then we got into the Hatchet, and they tied it back up, or actually got ahead for a minute there. But those 2 are super crafty players. They're very smooth. They're not going to be making big mistakes in the woods. And they were just, put their discs closer to the basket on those. We're back and forth the entire time. We had a 3-stroke lead. By the time we got back out of the Hatchet, we were even. We took a stroke on 16. They took a stroke back on 17. And then on 18, they've got the box and they put it 10 feet away from the basket. I think one person puts it 10 feet and one person puts it 12 feet. Azariah is the first on the box. He throws his drive about pin high, 30 feet away down the hill, kind of windy out, not obstructed or anything, but not a super fun putt to keep something tied. And then I'm throwing the same disc I threw the first round. I parked it to beat Alden. I was feeling really good about the hole, and I just threw it super low. Never gave it a chance to get up onto the green. Az steps up, goes for the putt, misses it a little bit left, and to keep the match where it was, I was able to hit the 30-footer to, not be losing on our last hole, which was really nice. And then on our last hole, which was hole 10, they're just, playing connect the dots on that hole. They're going to take a 3 all day. I throw a good drive, a good upshot. I misread the wind, and I thought I was able to throw a little harder into it, and it sailed my disc like 30 long. And then Az makes the putt from his lie to force the playoff. And then go to hole 11. They have some trouble on the drive, and Az puts it 10 feet away and with a forehand and finishes the round. It was super cool playing with him, and seeing him in some pressure situations kind of rise to the occasion was really nice. He's very young, so seeing somebody who can do that without letting the nerves get him was cool.
Absolutely. Tim Marino, I think I've seen that name, and that Pat is a recent, I don't know how long Pat's been playing, but in the last month or so, I've seen that name several times. So
yeah, Pat's a super solid player. He's, one of the locals. I think he lives very, very close. I played him last year and we pushed in our round. So I was very well aware of how good Pat is.
Man, I got so many clips I'm going to pull from this conversation.
But no, he's a really good player. I don't think he plays too often anywhere else, but if you're playing Wilcox pretty regularly, you have a well-rounded game.
Absolutely. Is that Troy M?
Yep, Troy Moran.
Kyle and Troy Moran beat JP Hafner and Nick Terlaboro. Nick Warren and Max H won their match. So they got you actually 7-6 straight up in doubles, but with the new math, it made it 9.5-6, and you guys ended up losing 17.5 to 13.5.
Yep.
What was the reactions from your team? Anything?
Not really too much. It always stinks to lose. It definitely isn't fun to lose the way we did, not being able to bring the players we wanted to, but it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
Like that's we're going to learn a lot from a loss, or as a team are learning a lot from it. So I think we're going to, come back stronger from it, and it doesn't change anything in the long run.
I thought that you guys maybe had to play a little later at night, and all your 16-year-olds couldn't drive after 9 or something. And that's how you got to
Nope, nothing like that. Although that triple card going out there, I was worried we were going to be playing.
Yeah. So for that matchup, it looks like Caitlin and everybody else lost a point. Our final team challenge match, we had the Whips at the Beasts of Burbine. Jaimen, Randy, Corey, Jason, Tim, Alex, and Brandon picked the Whips. Evan, Eric, and Caitlin picked Burbine. This was at Burbine, right, Randy? How often do you get to play there?
Yeah, it was at Burbine. I definitely don't play it a lot, probably a few times a year. I feel like this summer I played it a couple times because there was a flex there. So I think I got a practice round and then the actual flex. And it's a course I at least played a few times a year since it got installed. It's a really fun course for me. It's something different, even though it's still like New England wooded golf. It's just pretty much all wooded. Like, what you're getting into. There's no reprieve. So like you got to be focused on your tunnel shots basically the whole time.
Did you partake in doing matchups?
Yeah, we did matchups that morning. We wanted to do them the night before, but not everybody was available. It was pretty quick. They're quick, the disky chicks.
How did you feel after matchups?
I felt pretty good. This was a match I did have to prepare a lot for. They were undefeated. Their team has high ratings. I felt pretty good after matchups for myself. I had been matched against Josh Smith, and Jess had put him down as 870 or 930, depending on which Josh Smith it was, which I assumed he was the 931, I guess, just based on like his past 2 matches, but I didn't bother to Google him at all. I just looked back at the master spreadsheet and like based on who he played, I was like, okay, cool. He's probably the 930 guy. A few holes in, I realized he was not a 930 guy. He's a 970 something guy because he had a really, really smooth game.
How'd it go?
It went well. We pushed a lot of holes. It started off as a pillow fight, I think. I let up like 1 point kind of early, and then we got a ton of pushes. I lucked out. There's not much OB on that course, but he found it like twice and barely too. On like hole 6, there's like a creek marsh OB, and then on 10, there's the canoe hole. There's the pond OB, and that one there are stakes, and he was maybe like an inch short. There was snow and ice covering everything, so I assumed it was in bounds. And he got up to it, and he happened to land right next to a stake, so it was kind of hard to not call it OB. But yeah, he's a couple OB strokes. I just was putting him down the middle, luckily, and I managed to beat him. I think just 1 up. Yeah, it was a battle.
Yeah, it took me a minute to find you because they have you written down as Bemis.
Yeah. And there's only one of us.
Yeah.
Just kidding. There was a good, like a healthy amount of snow on the ground. I had ribbons on and I only brought a satchel bag because that course is, you just want to find a disc that goes down a fairway and you just want to throw it all day. Like you don't want to change it up too much at that course. And I had this Trilogy Challenge Vandal that was from a Trilogy Challenge at that course. I liked it for that course. Threw a ribbon on it, threw a ribbon on a few other discs, and I basically threw that on more than half the holes because you would lose discs in that snow, and people did.
And you played with Ryan on your
card, I played with Ryan Nelson. I haven't played with him all that much. He was a really good like teammate during that round, giving me some advice here and there when I needed it because I was not always in the middle of the fairway. You know, he'd give me that confidence to be like, all you need is a par, like don't get crazy. And every time he said that, it was true. So it was good advice.
I was going to say, because it's not like he probably plays there very often either. So more practical.
Yeah, he just knew where my opponent was lying. And I scramble pretty aggressively in general. And I think he knew that. So he was just telling me not to get too weird and just get it out to the fairway somewhere and try and take my par. It was good. It was good advice.
Nice. I see Liam Doyle won his match. Is that Justin Hickok?
Yep.
Against Gamache? Is that Gamache?
Yeah, Matt Gamache.
Oh, Gamache. Okay. So they're kind of out there in the middle of nowhere. How was their spread situation?
Their spread was okay. It lacks crock pots, which is something I'm looking forward to. They step it up with a grill and a lot of grilled stuff. I think they reached out about allergies and stuff and like vegans, vegetarians, and I don't think we have any. So they were able to just kind of do everything on the grill. But, you know, I'd like a little more options. There was a couple things that were non-grilled items. They had a lot of whiskey, like expensive ones too. So big plus there. But yeah, in the grand scheme, they'd pull it off. I mean, they have a generator to run a few crock pots and they have a few cold items. I think Juliet on her way hit the brakes and her pasta dish hit the floor of her car, unfortunately. So they were down one item.
Got to learn from Evan, man.
I
Got to
know.
put that on the floor of the car.
That drive is asking for you to hit the brakes at some point. I saw more deer that weekend than I have in a long time.
I believe it. It's showing in singles that they have a penalty point.
That was given to them. So we were actually 2 guys short. So they took 1 penalty point per round.
But it was guys. It wasn't.
It was guys. Yep. It was just some last minute cancellations on guys and we couldn't backfill them, unfortunately.
Didn't you say like half your team's Beacon, half your team's like Binghamton? That's a trek for anybody. So
yeah, it is. It is. I think Burbine is somehow closer for the Binghamton crowd. They have like a somewhat direct route there. It's still probably 2+ hours, but it's whatever, direct.
Yeah. But even with that penalty point, you guys are up 10-7 after singles.
Mm-hmm.
We got 20 degrees going into round 2. What are your thoughts? Any changes? I mean, with that penalty point, you thinking anything different? 3-point lead on the road. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah. So 3-point lead, which is actually just 2 due to the incoming penalty point from the second round. So I'm just thinking we need like 50-50. We just need to win half ours and we'll win. I had like 2 pre-built scenarios, which is usually how I go into these matches. And it just worked out pretty well for what they threw out and what I was able to answer with. Some of our matches that I thought we'd win, we didn't. But then at least one that I wasn't sure of did win. So we shook out okay.
And you played with, who's Mike L?
Mike L is my not actual twin best friend. The Disky Chicks think is my twin brother. We're besties all the way back from middle school.
Didn't you say they had a lot of scotch, or was it?
They had scotch, they had bourbon, they had everything.
So, you know, I don't know how reliable they are. But so how'd that match go?
It was fun. I wanted to play with my buddy Mike. We just hadn't seen each other in a minute. It was a good time. Unfortunately, we play exactly the same. We grew up and played Ultimate in college together, and you know, we play disc golf together. So his game is basically the same as mine, except I can throw a little further, which doesn't even matter at Burbine. Yeah, we started off bad. They started off good. So we were down, I think, 2 strokes pretty much immediately. Then we kind of got it together and played our whole match. Jake and Matt Gamache were similar ratings to us. Jake being a higher rated guy and Matt being a little bit lower. So it was pretty equal footing there. Man, Matt hit some very big putts. You know, anytime we thought we were kind of okay, Matt hit a big putt. They got a few outside the circle. I think we got it down to just 1 stroke for a while, and I was feeling really good. I think the second to last hole, I hit a nice like 30-footer, thought that was going to tie it up. Matt had like a 28-footer. He was like 1 step closer, and that thing hit all cage, and it just like flipped itself into the basket. I don't think he could do it again. It was pretty sweet. So we went to the last hole, still down a stroke. Hole 18 at Burbine is a very long hole that fades to the left, but in a very weird way. You need a very perfect shot if you're trying to land on the green. I threw what looked like a great shot. It was pretty dark. There was snow, so we took turns spotting. We walked down. I was laying about 50 feet away. They throw their shots. They're like 100, 120 away. And I'm thinking, like, there's a chance I got to make this putt. They come down to their lie, and Jake Peters just goes for it, because why not? They would have had a second shot, and he just threw it in right in my face. So we had no chance to win at that point. I still gave the 50-footer all I could, and I hit the band dead center. So we ended up losing by 2 strokes.
I see Liam and Marcia won. Adam, is that Adam Nelson?
No,
No, I think he already played.
Yeah, he's on JPark.
Adam Gill.
Adam Gill, thank you.
And Justin Hickok?
Yep.
They beat Florida Man and Tyler?
Yeah, that was one of the kind of bigger wins. They were also like a 50-50 shot of winning. I heard Adam threw some insane forehand tee shots, and they might have gotten an eagle on a hole. So, yeah, they did a great job.
Ryan and Tucker won their match. They're not all circled, so I'm not 100%. But
yeah, I don't know how that happened now. At least they put the number 2 next to the ones that won.
Oh, yeah, I see that. So, well,
Yep.
It ended up being basically tied.
Yep.
Each team got 8 points, but then they got a penalty point. I didn't realize it when I asked. So you said 2 people were missing.
Yeah, 2 people, so 1 point per half. So they end up with 2 on the day.
And what was Jason's excuse?
Jason was watching all of our children, the Bemis's and the Lasassos. If it was a little warmer, I think we might have just brought them along.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty rough day. It flurried and stuff throughout the day. It was cold.
So yeah, 8-8, 9-8 with the penalty, but you guys still took it down 18-16. So Evan, Eric, and Caitlin picking against the Whips.
Shame. It was super fun. I love playing there, and great attitude. Love to play them anytime.
Heck yeah. Who do you guys have next, Randy? Do you know?
So we have our neutral in 1 week at Greenville against Wilcox, and I won't be here for that episode. So Jason has to come on, or Jess, but one of them.
Why is that you won't be here, Randy?
I will be watching the Bruins in Boston.
What, like you get in a hotel in Boston just to watch a hockey game?
Exactly, yes.
No, that's cool. So that's this weekend coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And then your next scheduled match is
at Tower Power.
All right. I'll give you guys the update for the week and the total. Eric ended the week at 1-3. Evan and Alex were 2-2. Tim, Corey, Randy, Jaimen, Brandon, Jason, and Caitlin, all 3-1, which means our updated standings for our Picks League. In 10th place at 5-7 is Eric. 9th place at 5-3 is Brandon. Alex and Evan are at 7-5 in 7th place. Caitlin in 6th place at 8-4. Corey, Jason, and Tim are in 3rd place at 9-3. And Randy and Jaimen are still in the lead at 10-2. Everybody good for a quiz or no?
Yeah, so 2 of them.
Yep.
2 quizzes?
No.
How do we do teams? We got 4. Any thoughts, Corey? You haven't had to think in a while in regard to this.
For some reason, actually, it might just because how it's listed on my screen. I was thinking me and Alex, then Jaimen and Randy.
It's crazy.
I also don't know if that's like a frequent team composition.
That's the opposite of what we used to do. It used to be Stony Killers versus Disc Captains.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a slight mix-up. I'm trying to think who should go first. A lot of times I'll end up writing something down and then that's the order just because. Yeah, essentially you guys logged on in alphabetical order. So we'll go Alex and Corey will go first. I've got 2 rounds of Disc or No Disc and 1 round of local / PDGA trivia this week.
Disc or no disc, that's the game. Say it loud, shout the names, spin the questions round and round. Will you land it or hit the ground?
Alex and Corey, would you guys like category 1, category 2, or category 3?
You tell me.
Let's do 2.
Sure.
Category 2. Now this is the PDGA / local disc golf trivia. A lot of the bonuses both teams might have an opportunity on. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up just to pay attention for both teams, especially on the second question. The first question, you'll always have a chance to steal, but a lot of the second questions might have multiple answers. Alex and Corey, question 1, category 2. Who won first tracks in 2025 and took home the 1 tag that day? Who won first tracks in 2025 and took home the 1 tag that day? So that would have been this past January.
Shoot. Well, the first three people I would think is, well, actually two. I think I would say Kyle or Tucker, or was it Jaimen?
So not last year, but the year before was a tie between Kyle and that guy who moved. I think his name was Joe.
Yeah, Joe Barley.
Yeah. And that's all that I can remember.
Wait,
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Kyle.
was that this year? You say last year, but you mean...
I was pretty sure that was the 2024 one. I was pretty sure that was the year before.
Damn, but was Joe here longer than a year? Yeah, because he played Team Challenge last year. Okay.
He only did the 1 year team challenge, though.
Yeah, damn it. Okay, so now I feel like Kyle, Tucker, or Jaimen. I feel like I actually feel like it wasn't Kyle. And I feel like I got the one tag this year from Jaimen.
It is a question one.
I don't know if I just talked myself into Tucker. But yeah, I can't remember. You don't have any feelings of that?
I didn't play MPO, and it's highly tempting to go and find my spreadsheet,
Shoot.
but obviously I'm not going to do that.
I don't know. I feel like it's me one of those three guys, and I feel like I talked myself into Tucker, although
I honestly could easily see it being any one of those three. So if you're feeling like Tucker, I'm good with Tucker.
yeah, I guess. Let's go Tucker.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaimen and Randy, who won first tracks in 2025 and took home the one tag that day?
I'm pretty sure it was Kyle in a playoff against Joe.
That was this year.
It wasn't last year. He wasn't there 2 years ago. Joe was only there for a year.
I don't know why I was thinking Ethan Hatter's got it.
That was the other thing I was thinking too, but I remember Joe and Kyle in a playoff at some point. I want to say that Kyle won it.
Are you sure that wasn't 2024? Because Joe isn't playing with... Oh, no, that doesn't make sense either.
Yeah, 2025 was last year.
It was 11 months ago.
Yeah, so the 2025 first tracks was 11 months ago, and that's when Joe was in the area. 2024, Joe wasn't there yet. Joe was only on the team for like half a year.
I don't know why. I swear it was Ethan.
That was the other thing.
Because I remembered thinking like, oh, that tag's gone. Like, because he doesn't play a lot of people and stuff.
I would be all right with that answer as well. I don't know why, but I feel like I remember Kyle winning in a playoff. That might have been 2 years ago.
I remember that playoff, but I'm just thinking it was...
Yeah, placing.
Yeah.
All right. I'm good with Ethan because that was also another one of my thoughts, but...
That's what I'm thinking.
All right. I say we go with it.
Go with it.
You guys going with Ethan?
Yes.
We were looking for Kyle Hirsch.
Darn it.
In a
He
playoff.
tied with Joe Byerly, but he took home the
Son
one
of a
tag.
bitch.
Yes! As soon as Gaiman said that he only played half a year, I'm like, shit, that's right. And then you guys talked yourself into Ethan, who was one of my original top three picks, but...
Honestly, they said Ethan, and I was like, oh, yeah, no, it was definitely Ethan.
Maybe that was the year before.
Well, nobody got the first question, but I am going to give you the second question is a number. I'm going to give it to Corey and Alex first because they were the first ones to get it wrong. But you'll both get a chance to pick unless Corey and Alex get it spot on. And we're not doing Price is Right rules. You can go over or under. Whoever gets the closest to this number gets the point. Alex and Corey, what tag number did Kyle and the 2023 Discap Bag Tag League with? What tag number did Kyle and the 2023 Discap Bag Tag League with?
So this was... Kyle ended up with an outrageously high number, right?
Yeah.
I would have said like mid 150s. I want to say 157.
I had like 160s in my head,
Could be too.
but I couldn't remember if they went up that high.
It definitely went up that high.
I kind of want to say like 163 or 17.
A 157 was the number that I had in my head.
All right, so then let's just do 160.
You want to do 160 right in the middle? Ish?
Yeah, let's do 160. Let's do 161.
Sure. I'm happy with 161.
Do you guys agree?
No, let's do 162.
Sure, why not?
I mean, if we got here, let's just go 163. The art of the deal, baby. No, let's go 161. Let's go 161.
161?
Yeah, the aforementionedly agreed upon value. Yeah, 161.
Sure.
Do you guys agree? 161.
161.
Pat.
All right. Jaimen and Randy, do you guys have a guess?
All right. I thought it was lower than that. I thought it was like 127.
That's kind of... I was in there. Also, he just got that because he didn't...
He didn't finish a monthly, I think.
Yeah.
Like he bailed on a monthly, so he took the last tag.
Yeah, 120 sounds pretty right. It's not like he got the last tag. I don't know how low they go.
So we're just going to undercut them by one, right? That's the strategy.
I was going to say I hate it, but yeah, that's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah. So we go 160.
All right, let's do it.
You guys going 160?
Mm-hmm.
We were looking for 162.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Wow, Corey. That's incredible.
I'm actually looking at the tag right now.
Nice. That goes in the podcast Hall of Fame whenever that opens.
All right, so Alex and Corey managed to get a point there. Jaimen and Randy, you guys still haven't even picked a category. Would you like category 1, 2, or 3?
What do you think, Randy? Go with 1?
Let's go with 1, yeah.
All right.
All right, question 1, category 1. From the Latin for dug up, what term is used to describe the remains or impression of a prehistoric organism preserved in petrified form or as a mold or cast in rock? From the Latin for dug up, what term is used to describe the remains or impression of a prehistoric organism preserved in petrified form or as a mold or cast in rock?
Is it just a fossil?
It's got to be fossil. It's question 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, fossil.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Is the fossil a disc?
Man, I feel like it is, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm good with it. I don't know why I'm good with it, but it just sounds like a disc name that, yeah.
We're going yes.
Discraft, October 6th, 2025.
Whoa.
Oh.
All right, 1 round in, you guys are up 2-1.
I was playing with Kevin Newen, who was throwing a fossil all day on Saturday.
They do exist.
Alex and Corey, would you like category 1 or category 2? Category 3 will be saved for a later date.
Do we go 1?
I feel like I would be more likely to know the answers in 1.
Yeah, let's switch over to 1.
All right, question 2, category 1. What word can refer to a small ornament worn on a bracelet, a magic spell or incantation, or an attractive quality that makes someone likable? What word can refer to a small ornament worn on a bracelet, a magic spell or incantation, or an attractive quality that makes someone likable?
Sounds like a charm to me.
Ooh, yes. I would have got there eventually, I think, but charm is definitely the answer.
Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Is the charm a disc?
I would say yes.
Yeah, I like it. I like it as a yes.
We'll go with yes.
You guys agree?
Mhm.
Gateway Disc Sports, October 13th, 2025. All right. Jaimen and Randy, would you like category 1 or category 2?
Want to keep rolling with that one?
Yeah, I feel like it's boring to stick in 1, but I think it's the right idea.
I'm good
I
with
scared him off on round 2. Okay.
it.
Question 3, category 1. What circular symbol of destruction and rebirth features a serpent devouring its own tail? What circular symbol of destruction and rebirth features a serpent devouring its own tail?
Jamin, can you pronounce this? Because I think I say it wrong.
I have no idea how to say it.
Oh, no.
It's like one of those things that I've heard a million times, but I don't know. I can never remember it.
It's like Aurora Boreas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you got it.
That is what you were thinking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That, Pat.
Can you spell it?
N-
An approximation?
AURO.
yeah.
I'm done.
Borous. Is it Ouroboros? I added a syllable.
Could have been.
Ouroboros.
Because I was thinking Aurora Borealis based on what you had said. So
Maybe that's what I was adding into it, but it's the snake eating its own tail. Ouroboros? That? Ouroboros? I don't.
I mean, as long as you eliminate that first thing you said, and if you go with anything
It's
you
just
said
Boris?
since-
Or
well, I mean,
no, it's not just Boris.
Ouroboros. Right.
Ouroboros.
do you guys agree?
Yes.
Yes, just don't make us say it again.
Is the Ouroboros a disc?
Terrible disc name.
Come on. Viking disc, though, maybe?
Oh, do you think so? I mean, I could see it. It's like kind of a cool sounding
It is.
name.
It's circular.
Yeah.
That's one I never checked the pronunciation on. I'll probably do some kind of like clip where
Please.
robot voice.
That's like a word I've known for a very long time. And every time I look at it, I'm like, I don't know if I'm just making it up.
Ouroboros? Ouroboros.
Anyways, do you think they made a Viking disc?
Yeah. Why not? Maybe not Viking, but I do feel like
Yeah.
somebody's going to name it after that.
We're going yes, Pat.
EV7, December 1st, 2025.
Oh.
It's a weird name for them, I feel
Yeah.
like.
It actually is spaced into 2 words. OURO space BOROS. But you guys take the lead 4-3, 2 rounds through. Alex and Corey, category 1 or category 2?
Do we do another 1 and 1?
I did know that answer, so yeah, let's go for it.
Sticking with 1?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, question 4, category 1. From the Latin for made by skill, what archaeological term refers to any object made by the hand of man? From the Latin for made by skill, what archaeological term refers to any object made by the hand of man?
Is that an artifact?
That was the first word that came to my mind.
I'm thinking like artisan and
Ooh, I didn't make
artistic and
that
things like
connection.
that.
I do like that now. Yes, artisan, skill, craftsman, artifacts. Yeah. Let's go with artifact.
I like it.
You guys agree?
Yeah,
Is the artifact a disc?
gotta be. That's like one of the cooler terms when it comes to some boring stuff, like dusting off some bones. We call it an artifact.
I'm 100% with you.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Infinite Discs, June 2nd, 2025.
A long time for no one to have made an artifact.
Yeah, for real.
All right, Jaimen and Randy, category 1 or category 2?
We got to stay with 1, right? At this point,
Yeah, we can. Is this what number is this? Is this 5 or
it's
6?
5, so
5.
it kind of at least maybe they're tempted to take 6 on it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, felt pretty good going through these, so I think taking 5 is fine.
Let's do it. Category 1.
All right, question 5, category 1. What term for an African doll representing a spirit also refers to an extreme fixation? What term for an African doll representing a spirit also refers to an extreme fixation?
An extreme fixation. Nothing is coming to my mind right now.
The only word that came to mind was focused, because I feel like I've heard that word used not as just like the, like the idea of focusing on something, but like as an object, but not an African doll that I can think of.
The only doll that I can think of is a worry doll, but that's doesn't like, I don't know. I guess if you're worrying about something, you're focused on it, but it doesn't feel like the right answer.
No, I thought of the word voodoo as well, but that doesn't seem right either.
Yeah. I mean, that is what a voodoo doll is, though, right? Is somebody who's like super fixated on one thing. And if it's an African doll, it's not going to have a name that we might notice as focus,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, like voodoo's like a Cajun thing. It's got at least some connection to Africa.
Yeah.
But man, I don't think of voodoo as like focus or obsession or whatever Pat said.
Yeah. Do we want to just hear the question one more time? See if there's something in there we missed?
Yeah, maybe just like one more.
What term for an African doll representing a spirit also refers to an extreme fixation, or whatever Pat said?
Man, that didn't make me think voodoo. I don't know why.
No, it doesn't make me think voodoo at all either. The only thing that's like making me feel a little bit better about the voodoo guess is it's also a disc.
I know, but that's probably why I thought of it so quickly.
Yeah. But like if you think of the other ones in the category, kind of fits there, at least a little bit.
I'm at the point where it's like maybe we just go with it so that we don't somehow give them the answer.
No, I feel like this is one you got or you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with voodoo, I guess.
We're doing it. We're going with voodoo.
Going with voodoo. Alex and Corey, what term for an African doll representing a spirit also refers to an extreme fixation?
So voodoo was also the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know.
I can't picture anything other than a voodoo.
I don't think of it as like a doll, but like totem also came to my mind.
It is different than voodoo.
I don't know if it's accurate or not, but I think of totems more associated with Native American stuff than African stuff.
Man, I already got spoiled for next Monday's 9-pin cider update. Damn it. Just had to look at Facebook.
I feel like I can picture a doll, but I don't know that that'd be the voodoo doll. Like, is a classic voodoo doll shape? Like, I keep picturing freaking Cynthia, the doll from Rugrats.
Didn't even need to say the whole thing. I knew exactly what you're going for. It's similar to that. When I think of voodoo doll, I think of like a sack doll type of thing, cloth and very rudimentary features.
Yeah, I picture something more like not stick frame, but like when I picture a voodoo doll, I kind of picture it's got a little more, I don't know, shape to it. I guess. I don't know. They already said voodoo. It was wrong. I can't think of anything better.
Yeah, totem is the only thing that's really coming to mind for me. So
yeah, sure.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Sure.
We were looking for fetish.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I've heard that
I have
before.
heard that. Yeah.
Not what I think of when I think of fetish doll.
No.
That's your problem.
No, I've just never heard that word and anything besides the one way.
You're thinking of it. Yeah.
I think Diablo 3, there was a witch doctor that had that, now that I'm thinking about it.
All right,
Is
we're
that a
halfway
disc?
through. Alex and Corey are up 5-4. Alex and Corey, would you like category 1 or category 2?
Ask him again, Alex.
was fetish a disc?
No, I'm sorry. I had to stop for a second because I already fucked that up. I was like, did somebody get it right and I'm going to blow it? No, the fetish is not a disc.
All right, cool. My thought is go to category 2 here.
Yeah, I think I would say the same thing.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, question 2, category 2. Who ended the 2024 Discap Bag Tag League with the number 1 tag? Who ended the 2024 Discap Bag Tag League with the number 1 tag?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Damn, we don't do the recaps enough.
Kind of one of the reasons I thought about this, yeah.
Last year's tag.
I mean, who are the people that it could be? It could be Kyle. It could be Jaimen.
Trying to think like when it would have been up for grabs,
Right.
like maybe it was at Heiser. And who do we think would have won Heiser last year?
You're thinking for like the last like thing
Yeah,
that was
Battle of
going on.
Saratoga 2024. I mean, I again would go between Kyle and Tucker.
Yeah,
I would say Tucker.
I could easily see it being Tucker. Just now that you say that, just to throw more wrenches and things, does the bag tag league count towards player of the year?
No, but that's not a terrible thing.
Right? Yeah, it's something to think about. Probably not for this year.
If other clubs were more updated with their tags in general, I'd have other questions to ask too.
Yeah.
But if everybody in the area did who won for the year, I would definitely.
Yeah, to get back on track though, who do we think finished 2024 with the number one tag? So I'm remembering the Jenkinsville Monthly, and I don't think the one tag was in play at Jenkinsville in December. And Jaimen, I'm pretty sure, was running that one, so I don't think it's Jaimen, unless I'm completely wrong on all of that. But assume that disclaimer on everything I say. Yeah, Tucker sounds like a good name.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Sure.
Jaimen and Randy, who ended the 2024 Discat Bag Tag League with the number one tag?
Kind of want to say Ethan.
Oh, man, I have to go with you on this one legally. I don't have a better.
So the reason I want to say Ethan is because that's the year that in like July, Danny had that crazy round at Prospect.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he took the one tag there. And I think that, I don't know, I just feel like it kind of stayed in that orbit for the rest of the year.
Is this maybe why at some point I remember him having the one tag and I was thinking that's never coming back? And I thought that was from First Tracks, but maybe it was from something later in the season.
Definitely could have been.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ethan on this one.
I have no other suggestions.
All right. Ethan Hatters.
You guys agree?
Yes.
You are correct.
Hey,
Yes.
we did it.
And you're tied. All right, bonus question. You guys get to answer first, Jaimen and Randy, but Alex and Corey will get to answer unless you get it spot on. Who finished with the number 2 tag? Both teams can answer. If no one is right, the point goes to the player named who finished with the better tag, but that player has to have finished in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
So who finished with the 2 tag? Both teams can answer. If no one is spot on, the point goes to the player named who finished with the better tag as long as the player named finished in the top 10. So Jaimen and Randy, who do you think finished with the number 2 tag?
It wasn't me.
No, was not me either, I think. I think I finished with the 5 tag. I've got, honestly, I just like have tags floating around my house. Does anybody else have that?
Yeah.
A drawer full of them.
Yeah, I need to like put
I
them
have
all
a
in the
couple
same place.
5s.
But yeah, I do not know. 2 tag, would not be surprised if it was Tucker, Kyle, maybe even Corey in there a little
Well,
bit.
that's like a safe bet, at least. Like they're probably in the top 10. I don't know. What do you think?
Want to go with Tucker?
Yeah, let's go Tucker.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Yep.
Alex and Corey, who do you think finished with the 2 tag? If you can name the person or somebody who finished better than Tucker.
Trying to think of people that might have did good at First Tracks and never played in their tag match. The 2 tag last year,
Still less than 1 year ago.
Yeah.
they said Tucker, and first place is already Ethan. I think Kyle, Justin, Jaimen.
I feel like Kyle's a pretty good bet.
I kind of want to go Kyle or Jaimen, yeah.
Jaimen didn't sound too confident in himself, but he might have been trying to throw us off
That's how he gets you.
the scent.
Sneaky like that. Okay, we could just go Kyle. We could go the safe bet Kyle, even though yeah, sure. He's always begging for a
would Kyle
shout
be
out,
the-
so here's his shout out. He better come through.
Would Kyle be the answer twice in a category, though?
I'm sure he would like that. But that's also a good point. So maybe we go Jaimen,
We can go Jaimen.
unless you like something better. But yeah, I say Jaimen.
I don't feel good about it. I feel equally good about all of these names,
All right, say
which is
less.
to say
Jaimen.
not that good. Going Jaimen.
You guys agree, Jaimen?
Yep, Jaimen.
In 10th was Jason Gorsage. 9th place, Tim Giardini. Ryan Clare in 8th. Randy Bemis, 7th place,
Hey.
or finished with the 7 tag. Mike Thomas, 6th. Tucker Kozlowski finished with the 5 tag. Kyle Hirsch finished with the 4 tag. Dave Hudson finished with the 3 tag. He was hurt. He only played 1 round. And the number 2 tag was held by Jason Lasasso.
I was going to say Dave Hudson, too.
Yeah, Jaimen didn't even finish in the top 10. Sorry, Jaimen.
No, that checks out.
I also.
I just never, I fall off the face of the earth in September.
Clearly, the actual answer is Jaimen and Jason are the same person, so we actually did answer correctly.
That's one unofficial point for the tiebreaker.
So that point goes to Jaimen and Randy, they take the lead 6-5.
And it's their question.
And it is their question. Jaimen and Randy, would you like question 6 in category 1 or question 3 in category 2? Trust me, they don't get, or do they? They could. You never know.
I don't know. He said, trust me.
Yeah, don't trust me. I would never.
Never trust somebody that says, trust me.
That's fair.
So should we go with 3 and 2?
I think we at least do 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, question 3, category 2. Who ended the 2024 Discap Ladies Bag Tag League with the number 1 tag? Who ended the 2024 Discap Ladies Bag Tag League with the number 1 tag? This is something we definitely don't cover enough, is the ladies have their own tag match.
Do we go with the safe bet?
My gut was Megan, actually.
Okay, I'm good with that. Kate does not play a whole lot of local stuff. And when she, oh, you know what? And when she does, she tends to play an MA1. That might confuse things a little bit.
I know. She does normally play the Jenkinsville thing because we carpool together, but
Nobody brings their tags to that.
yeah.
I'm good with Megan. I'm trying to think, do you have any idea who won the battle last year?
Using Corey's strategy against them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could have been Amber, honestly. Like, I'm not sure. I don't think I played it. I think we had a Stony Killers match.
Oh, yeah. I'm good with Megan. I like
All
that
right.
answer.
We're going Megan Mercier.
Alex and Corey, who ended the 2024 Discap Ladies Bag Tag League with the number 1 tag?
Caitlin?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the safe answer.
Yeah, let's go Caitlin.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Kate Clay.
We are looking for Jess Lasasso.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's go, Jess.
All right. Bonus question. That was Jaimen and Randy's question. Same question as last one. Who finished with the 2 tag? Same rules. Both teams can answer. If no one's right, the point goes to the player who finished with the better tag, and they have to be in the top 10. Jaimen and Randy, who finished with the number 2 tag?
Now, weirdly, I think we have to go with Kate Clay.
Well, I'm now thinking about the whole Jenkinsville thing, and what if she does that and is, because she's against everybody.
Well, but they have separate tags totally, so she wouldn't even
Wait,
put that tag
is this
in.
the women's series tag? This isn't
Yeah.
just like, I'm dumb because it just got the, okay. All right, I'm back. All right, probably is Kate.
Yeah, let's just go with Kate.
Yep, we're doing it.
You are correct.
Oh, I
Let's
was
go.
hoping it was going to
Nice.
be Megan so we could say Kate. This regurgitated originally.
Megan came in 3rd. Marcia Focht in 4th. Kat Chacha in 5th. Amber Stout 6th. Tied with Julia May
Marger.
Marger. At least now I'm stopping instead of saying. Amanda Dunbar in 8th. Del Potts in 9th. And Kathleen Bemis in 10th. All right. Did I give you your point? Does that put them up 2, Alex?
I have us at 5, them at 7.
Okay, good. I mean, not good as far as points,
Yeah.
but I didn't give them.
You
that
can root
point.
for us. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, I root for the better story, so I want it to be close. It's 7-5. It's not a blowout or anything. But that was their question originally. So Alex and Corey, question 6 in round 1 or question 4 in round 2?
Probably stick with 4 or 2 rather.
Yeah, sure. Category 2.
Category 2, question 4. According to the Professional Disc Golf Association, who was the first PDGA member to reach 100 wins in their career? According to the Professional Disc Golf Association, who was the first PDGA member to reach 100 wins in their career?
Oof. I mean, my instinct was Ken Climo, but there's a lot of old names that could come up here.
Yeah. I mean, 100 wins. I don't know how many events they were having back then, but like that could be like max 5 years.
11 Worlds wins.
Yeah, I could just go Ken Climo. Even though there might have been someone that did before him though.
I'm sure there's probably somebody else who won more, but I'm certainly not going to be able to think of their names.
Yeah, I'm not a historian. I didn't go back that far, so I guess let's go Ken Climo. Oh, it almost sounds too.
Who knows?
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with Ken Climo.
Let's go for it.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
I mean, too easy. You just spent like 3 minutes debating it. You are correct.
Oh, okay. I thought that's
Nice.
where I was going to finish, but
All right, your bonus question. This answer is a number, so Jaimen and Randy, you'll have a chance to answer if they don't get it spot on. According to the Professional Disc Golf Association, how many PDGA members have reached 100 or more wins in their career? According to the Professional Disc Golf Association, how many PDGA members have reached 100 or more wins in their career?
do you think it's more or less than 10?
I will give you a hint.
Huh? Well, I like hints.
It is more than Kyle's tag number after the 2023 Discap tag season.
Okay, that answered that question. God damn. is that
Yeah,
many people?
like my instinct was it was like more than 10, but I'm thinking 3 digits.
Well, yeah, Pat just gave us that hint.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying I don't think it's 4 digits.
Yeah, that would seem pretty high to me. How do you feel about 500?
Yeah. Yeah, seems like a good round middling number.
And then we could leave it up to these idiots to go higher or lower. Yeah, 50-50 chance.
I think it gives us some good space on either side of the number.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, let's go 500.
Works for me.
You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
What do you got? Jaimen and Randy, according to the Professional Disc Golf Association, how many PDGA members have reached 100 or more wins in their career?
My guess was going to be 300.
My guess was going to be like 200 before Pat even said anything.
Yeah, so
So we just want to go the under. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going with, 499?
499.
We were looking for 164.
Oh, God,
Oh.
yeah, you baited us.
Jaded.
Only 2 more than Kyle's
We
tag.
should have just went with 10. We're closer.
Well, then they would have
No, you
gone
wouldn't have been
11.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right, that was Alex and Corey, right?
That was our question. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 questions left. Jaimen and Randy, would you like question 6 in category 1 or question 5 in category 2?
Either way, we're stuck doing a question 6.
Yeah.
Do you want question 5 in this category?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, let's risk it.
Go for broke.
Yep.
Category 2?
Yes.
All right, question 5, category 2. What member of the PDGA 100 Win Club won Discap Presents April Showers 19 in the FA1 Women's Amateur 1 Division? What member of the PDGA 100 Win Club won Discap Presents April Showers 19 in the FA1 Women's Amateur 1 Division?
Good move. That would be Marcia.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. Marcia Focht.
Oh,
from
well, I was
Vestal.
waiting for to be specific. You guys agree?
Yes.
Is the Marcia Focht?
I wish.
Your bonus question, Marcia has 120 career PDGA wins. What other local player has 120 career PDGA wins? Marcia has 120 career PDGA wins. What other local player has 120 career PDGA wins?
Can the answer be nobody?
I don't know, man. That's a lot. Dare I say it has to be an old person?
Yeah, a prodigious one. 100.
Now, mind you, our local area is pretty expansive.
Yeah.
120 wins. That's a lot.
Who's that guy that's not... Oh, my God. I think downstate. He's like a good older guy. Why can't I think of his name right
Brinster or Cutler?
now? Oh, Cutler, I think is who I was thinking. Because I was thinking Brinster touring probably reduced his number of wins by a lot.
Yeah.
Cutler stayed local, right?
Cutler stayed local. He hasn't been playing like a ton of events. So, and when he does play events, he tends to play bigger events.
Okay. So we're looking for somebody like that slips right into that, like just plays a lot of events and wins them.
Yeah. Man, oh man. That's a tough one. Another local player that's won 120 events. So yeah, I think you're on the right track with like the Masters thing.
I'm trying to think of name. Like,
It's not anybody local.
no, like Todd Springer. That's just a name that popped out. He's been playing a really long time, right?
No.
Who am I thinking of? God,
Man, 120. That's crazy
it's like so
amount of
many.
events.
Even if like I haven't even played 120 events.
Yeah, it's man.
Corey played that many this year, I think.
So many.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Do you think it's another lady?
It could be. Who's been playing that long though?
I don't know.
Another lady that's been playing a long time. Yeah, man, I am like
I don't got
completely
it.
drawing a blank. I'm sorry. I got nothing on this one.
I don't
feel
know.
bad. Randy Bemis.
I haven't even played 20 events this year. Or
Don't say it like that. I say we just go Craig Cutler.
all
just
right,
'cause-
we're going with it.
All right, yeah.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Alex and Corey, Marcia has 120 career PDGA wins. What other local player has 120 career PDGA wins?
Yeah, I mean, my first thought was Brinster for sure. Then I got to thinking about older people and maybe like Bobby Jones or something like that.
Yeah, I would consider Bobby Jones not local to the listening area. However, I definitely think it's someone downstate or down more that area. I would have obviously also assumed there's someone older, but I can't think of any names in particular. So I say we also just go Brinster.
Brinster makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, he's spent plenty of time, post touring to rack up some wins.
And I would assume.
I would assume as well.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Go with it.
I agree with the Bobby Jones. I don't know if I would have called him local if he was the answer, but he has 118 wins.
Oh, it was close.
Yeah, when you said Bobby Jones, I was like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I know Ace played Mindkill, so
Mhm.
that's why I would almost consider him local. But you are correct. Steve Brinster has
Oh, nice.
120
Wow.
career PDGA wins.
Wow.
The same as Marcia
Go, Steve.
Flock.
Sorry I doubted you.
All right, so 9-7, Alex.
97, yep.
Final round, 9-7. You guys get to pick. Do you want question 6 and 1 or 6 and 2?
I think we want 1 here, Corey.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you might be on your own, but I think that it's a better choice.
Well, we'll do our best either way.
Yeah.
All right, question 6, category 1. What term originating in West Africa and often associated with folk beliefs refers to a spiritual practice, magical charm, or the power derived from it, sometimes involving objects used in ritual? What term originating in West Africa and often associated with folk beliefs refers to a spiritual practice, magical charm, or the power derived from it, sometimes involving objects used in ritual?
I mean, voodoo was the first thing that came to mind. We went through this on the last one, though. I feel like that's been an answer before.
I might also think it was folk beliefs, magic charm, power derived from it, physical objects. You did say physical objects.
I believe he did.
Did you say physical objects?
Something object.
Involving objects used in rituals.
Oh, involving objects. Which I think objects are inherently physical.
You still have a repeat if you want one.
Okay. That's you just use a nitpick at the question and then you don't use a full repeat.
There's no hard and fast rules here.
Folk beliefs, Western Africa, spiritual, magic. What would you like be deriving power from?
Magic in general. Yeah, if I remember correctly, voodoo is sort of a catch-all term for, like magical object or the belief system or, lots of things there. I don't know enough about voodoo to tell you if it actually fits everything, but in my head, it seems like it fits everything.
And there's no better word that aligns with fossils and Ouroboros.
Dude, I'm not sure.
I so wanted to ask you to pronounce that, Corey, so thank you.
I think I did a pretty good job.
Ouroboros.
And you didn't say David Boreanaz or nothing.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not going to be thinking of anything better than voodoo. Although I do kind of feel like that was an answer, but that could have been years ago by now. I hate it most because it seems like a dumb answer for question 6.
Yeah, it could have been long enough ago that it's been refreshed.
That's what I'd be hoping on, but I don't have anything better than voodoo.
Let's do it.
All right.
You guys agree?
Yeah, voodoo.
Yep.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't bring voodoo back, but I would probably make it a question 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's such a known word. It makes sense.
So Jaimen and Randy, if you get this right, you can clinch victory. What term originating in West Africa and often associated with folk beliefs refers to a spiritual practice, magical charm, or the power derived from it, sometimes involving objects used in ritual?
Jaimen.
Oh, I am muted. I was just saying I don't have any idea, though.
Darn it. I was hoping you were muted and you were saying the answer. I don't know, man. They said voodoo so many times. I was like, it's just got to be voodoo. And I kind of stopped trying. Got any fun ones?
Nothing. I'm just magic.
Can you think of any?
Druids.
I'm trying to think of the company and now my brain isn't working. Who makes the voodoo?
Gateway.
Gateway, thank you. Can you think any Gateway discs that would?
They've got the Shaman.
Yep. They have the Warlock. Yeah, we've done all these.
Yeah. The Wizard. Could it be?
I don't think it's that.
It's been a long time since we used that one, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just fresh out. Voodoo.
Oh, man. It's not going to be War Spear again either. I'm scarred by that one. Man, I got nothing. No,
Yeah. Partially it's I got nothing, but also it's a steal and there's still one more question. So I'm not super, super worried about it. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
That's not the right answer, but that's my answer.
I know. That was a long answer.
Yeah.
Want to go voodoo?
Yeah. I guess I've got nothing.
All right.
You guys going voodoo?
Yep.
Is the voodoo? No, of course it's not, because that's what they answered. We were looking for juju.
Oh.
Juju.
Yeah, fair.
Ching Disc Golf, July 14th, 2025. The juju.
I just thought that was slang.
Yeah, that's really some bad juju.
So, final question. If Jaimen and Randy, if you guys get this, you win. If you get it wrong, they will have a chance to tie. Question 6, category 2. According to the Professional Disc Golf Association, who was the first PDGA member to reach 300 wins in their career? According to the Professional Disc Golf Association, who was the first PDGA member to reach 300 wins in their career?
Brian Schweberger.
Yes. Okay. I agree 100%. This is who I was thinking of for the 100th question.
Same.
Okay, cool. Schwebby.
You guys agree?
Yes.
He was the second.
No.
Alex and Corey, for a potential tie, you'd have to get this and the bonus. But according to the PDGA, the Professional Disc Golf Association, who was the first PDGA member to reach 300 wins in their career?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't happen to come up with Brian's name, but as soon as they said it, I'm like, oh, it's definitely that guy.
What about Steady Ed?
Was he more known for making discs as was for throwing them?
I don't know. I'm naming the people who I know have been in PDGA the longest.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Man, 300 wins a lot. And I think they spent a lot of time going over and just reiterating that 100 wins a lot.
Yeah.
So 300 wins, I feel like, does that mean we have to take 3 times as much time or 1/3 as much?
I'm gonna go with 3 times as much time.
No. Shit, dude, I don't know.
Like, I mean, if Climo's only got 164
Right.
or whatever the number was.
No, that was the number of people who have reached 100 wins.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah, I don't even know. I got no clue.
Who's the older guy? He had a heart attack this year. Johnny McRae.
Sure.
Johnny McRae had a heart attack? I did not know that.
A couple of years ago, yeah.
Is he still playing?
Yeah, he recovered.
Oh, good. He's my turbo guy, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sure, Johnny McRae.
Yeah, you seem more confident in it than I have.
He's an
so
old
let's go for
guy.
it.
He's pretty good. Been around for a while.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
In the summer of 2021, Elaine King became the first PDGA member to reach 300 wins, with Brian Schwebinger following her the very next weekend.
Wow.
Wow.
Nobody got that right, which means Jaimen and Randy win. Our bonus question is really a very difficult question, but I thought I'd ask, what PDGA member currently has the most wins with 581? Anybody can answer this. What PDGA member currently has the most wins with 581?
That's so many.
Oh, it's like some old guy who plays in Texas who played a zillion tournaments, but they're all like 1-round flex starts 5 days a week kind of thing, I want to say.
So you're going with Emerson Keith.
This sounds like when Randy would tell you the whole thing about the movie, but not know the name of the movie.
Yep.
I know the guy you're talking about. I would never be able to tell you his name, but I
Yeah.
absolutely know that story.
No guesses?
I'm sticking with Emerson Keith.
Fred Needham.
Yeah.
He does. He needs them.
And Brian Schwebinger has 459. He's in second. Elaine King with 325.
Kudos. That's impressive.
All right. So congratulations, Jaimen and Randy. Any birthdays coming up?
Randy?
Happy birthday to my mom and happy birthday to my wife tomorrow.
Who's your wife?
Oh, Kathleen Bemis.
Happy birthday, Kathleen Bemis.
Tyler the Cannon Gannon is coming up on the 20th, as is Connor Eckert and Eric Struna on the 21st.
I don't know how much disc golf he's playing now, but he might even still be handling the CPS lost and found. But Jason's a party. His birthday was on the 17th.
I got Keith Elgart, one of the founders of Element Discs. Eric Berlent, a wedge guy. John Hyde, also a wedge guy. Angelo Messia, one of the founders of Wedge. And Eric will probably, if he's on next week, we'll make fun of him about that. What's it, on Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. So, it still counts, though. A lot of people only getting one gift for Christmas. Damn. Sorry, folks. All right. Well, thank you, Alex, Corey, Jaimen, and Randy. And sweet up, Hudson.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, everybody. You mentioned last week fantasy. Was this the last regular season week for you guys?
The league that I'm in with Brian, Yahoo fan, 10-man or 12-man? 10-man. So, yeah, this week was the last regular season week, which I kind of screwed up because my other league that I think is a 12-man keeper league, this week was like the first week of playoffs. I had already secured my. So in my mind, I didn't have to do anything fantasy football related. But that was only one league that I was.
So you got to buy in both leagues?
I got a first round bye, playoff spot in one league, and then the league I'm in with Brian, I locked in third place. So
Third place going into the playoffs.
Yep.
Okay, nice.
forgot the stat Brian said, but it was something like this league has been going on for like 8 or 9 years, probably maybe 8 years. This is the first time I made playoffs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
And that's the 12 team?
this is a 10 team,
Oh,
but it's a keeper league, live fantasy, in person live fantasy draft,
yeah.
etc. I guess this kind of comes with it. Like you're gonna do good throughout the season. You're gonna almost kind of double dipping. But it's like the first time I've gotten like payout for highest scoring week.
Hmm.
Like I said, all I had to do was just change my name in the league to if I don't win, I'm leaving, and boom.
That'll do it.
What about your league, Alex? Anything going on?
So this week, including tonight, is the first week of playoffs for both leagues I'm doing. I went 14-14 over the course of 2 leagues, but they were split up enough that one I had a bye for week 1, so I'm not stressed about that one. And the other one, I was just in the consolation bracket. So I got DK Metcalf and Kenneth Gainwell playing tonight. And if they outscore Jalen Waddle by like 8 points, then I win my first round there, and then I don't have to stress about being last.
All right. Yeah, I'm not going to make the playoffs in mine. This is our last week, but I'm only down 3 points into tonight. He's got DK Metcalf, but I've got Achan for the Dolphins.
Ooh, yeah.
He's usually good for a big point, but it's cold, so I don't know.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. It would only just be for an upset to beat the second place team. And then next week, the consolation round will start. I'm in a dumb fantasy league with individual defensive player.
That's
too
interesting.
Yeah. And I didn't realize he has a defensive player too. Right now, DK Metcalf has 2 points. His defensive player has 2 points, and Achan has 2 points. So I've actually lost 2 points to this fool. Man.